With me now is Sheri Nixon with Keller Williams Realty. Welcome back, Sheri. It's great to have you with us.
Hi, great to be here.
So as one of the top realtors on Hilton Head, you've worked with a lot of buyers, and prior to a buyer making a purchase on Hilton Head Island, you addressed some questions and scenarios that are unique to our area. So why don't we talk about the school districts first?
Well, that is a good place to start because I guess the school districts, that's a good example of the buyers will come to me with sort of the mindset of their home. And then if you come to Hilton Head Island, there's sort of a paradigm shift. For example, I might have the buyers coming to me and saying, on Hilton Head, I want to live in the best home that'll get me in the best school district and find me that home. And the point is that on Hilton Head, we are all in one school district if you're on the island. So it doesn't matter where you live, you can still send your child to our great public schools.
And so a question that buyers need to address is whether that home would be a primary residence or a rental. Is that right?
Right. That is a good question too, that is unique to an island or something that is a vacation community, because you're going to want to know, for example, if they say to me, I want a rental and I want to live in a plantation because I'm going to use it to, make as an investment. Well, then that's going to be great because it'll narrow me down right away to the communities to go to. I mean, we'll stick with Sea Pines, Shipyard, Palmetto Dunes, or if they say, I don't care if I'm in a plantation, I just want a great investment, I want to have a beach rental, then we can move to North or South Forest Beach, Berkeley Beach or Berks Beach or Bradley Beach, Folly Field, something like that. So.
Sure. Well, now how does a buyer's preference of leisure activities affect their purchase options?
Well, that is one of the questions that I really probe to distinguish where a client is going to live, because I think sometimes they'll come to me thinking it only matters if I have 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, all of that. But I want to probe for questions, for example, leisure activities, because I want to distinguish the community, the lifestyle, those sort of things of where they want to live. So I will ask them things, if they say, oh, I love to walk every morning on the beach with my husband and our dog, then they're going to be in Port Royal, not Indigo Run or something. But if they say, I really want maybe a golf community where everyone belongs to the country club, I could send them to Long Cove, for example. So it depends on the leisure activity they want. If they say to me, I love to bike ride, I want to bike ride in my residential community, I can send them to Sea Pines that has 17 miles of bike paths, or Hilton Head Plantation that has great bike paths and walking paths. So leisure activities make a big difference.
Well, now we also all know that there are a lot of options when it comes to views on Hilton Head Island. So how would that might factor into a buyer's purchase?
Views are going to be a distinction on Hilton Head. A good example of that is if I don't ask a question, for example, of do you want a lagoon or a golf course? And then I find out later that they have a little bitty dog that runs out the door the minute they open it, and there's alligators in our lagoon. So a view makes a difference, and you really have to know that. And you have to ask important questions, and that's my job, and I feel like I do a good job at it.
Absolutely. And so now how can our viewers reach you when they want to see some of your beautiful real estate?
They can call me, the number's on here, and I would love to help them talk about the different questions that are going to make a difference of where they find their home.
Well, as always, so much helpful information. Thank you, Sheri.
Thank you.
And stay with us after the break. David Carroll from Charter One will be joining us to fill us in on Port Royal Plantation.